Are you allowed to say he's 44 years old?
Wow, and he's the owner?
He's young.
I hadn't accomplished near that much at 44.
I thought he was much older than that.
So he's kept his youthful looks.
And he's so freaking fast.
Yeah. He's going to have to give me a free fire suppression system for liking that.
Well, there's one downstairs.
Yeah.
It's light, it's small, it'll fit in your pocket.
No, it won't. I am wearing the requisite racer cargo shorts.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like our live stream is back up, Bill. Thanks.
Okay, the live stream is back up.
Hopefully it's doing what you want it to do. So we're under yellow here.
Breathing.
We're under yellow here at VIR.
I'm going to make a real quick observation. Hong North, they're running in third place. They are on lap 459. Simon Says Racing in fourth place is also on lap 459. North's last lap time was a recorded 2:30.466. Simon Says last lap time was a 2.24688. And they are 57.288 seconds back.
Yeah, and according to Jason, Simon is reeling them in.
And the numbers I just read out would bear that out.
Sorry. Leave it to me to point out the obvious. That's what I'm here for.
Well, I'm going to clarify this. I looked a couple of minutes ago when I was writing down my order of the top 15 cars so I can reconstruct the race later. It was 1 minute 5 seconds being in arrears.
All right.
So they've knocked off 6 seconds.
Yep. So Arbank Racing leading the way. We'll take a look at our running order, as you can see here. So there's the current top 12. So it's Arbank with the number 90 car, then Bimmerline, Hong North, Simon Says, K&S, Foxy Tires, SRI Racing, the 67 car, Team Troxel, Arbank again, now down in 9th spot. Bad Brains, Boom Pow, and Ambrose. You are watching the ChumpCar World Series broadcast.
So, Paul, I stepped away for a minute.
ChumpCast Live.
Any report on what happened to the other Arbank car, the 195 car?
I haven't heard anything.
All right. Well, they were running at 10 o'clock, which is 40 minutes ago. They were running in 6th place, and I normally do these every half an hour. Well, when it starts to get near the end of the race, and after that 2-hour window to go on pit stops, I start writing them down every 15 minutes. Because it does make a difference. So at 10:20, I was a little late on that. Sorry, folks. They had dropped down to 8th position. Now I took another reading, went through the top 15, wrote them all down, and at 10:30 they had dropped further, not very much, just 1 position, but down in 9th. We are indeed under full course yellow. The car going down the front straightaway here in front of me in a fairly orderly fashion. Go to Bill, please. I can see him. Turn up your mic, Bill. Can you hear him?
I have his camera.
Hey guys, I was just talking to race control. I dumped all the oil on the back straight or somewhere on the back side of the course. Phil is taking care of that now, so that's why we're at full course yellow.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot about the delay.
Thanks, Bill. So, yeah, stick with us, folks, for this message from...
Let me find out what's going on with Arbank, second car.
Okay. Well, we'll stick with you then.
Shields down!
Put your gloves on!
stop!
Hey!
Out! Cat,
What a God damn it, Roy! Why ain't your gloves on?
You picking this up, Paul?
Yeah. It's just,
It's some teammates having a discussion, I believe.
yeah.
Glove on! Glove on!
put your gloves on!
So we got a pit stop here. They're trying to fuel the car, but they didn't have their gloves on, and they didn't have visors down. So again, just teams get tired, make silly mistakes.
I don't know what team that was.
And these things happen when people get tired. They do things that they wouldn't normally do. They've probably been doing these pit stops all day long without a problem.
And now you're exhausted.
Yep, here's Robin Bank.
Car? Didn't I? Okay.
Unfortunately, we're only getting bits and pieces of Bill down there.
I don't know why that struck me as funny. Because he's been complete up here except for a brain.
Like a dead spot.
Yeah, like that tower, there's something about it. It's like a...
Lifeline is back in.
I think he said Bemerline is back in. Yep, I'm seeing that they're in right now.
They're just passing in front of me. They're heading down towards Bill. Oop, they just passed him.
I wonder if they were black flagged. Nope, looks like they were coming out of the pits.
I don't know. Bill gave me some sort of signal.
How many
my
fingers
God, I
were
didn't
involved?
See that? Did I?
No.
He was like dancing and stuff.
They came out of the pit.
Okay, so they we don't. I'm gonna shut up.
You're just gonna stop talking again, aren't you?
So I got a question, and it's only because I asked. The last comment I had on our Facebook feed was quite some time ago, and that was Andrew Johnson, that we need more Saab updates, and you talked about that about 30 minutes ago. So is there a newer feed? Did we shut down and relaunch, and I don't see it?
Well, the only thing that I don't think you're getting, and I shared my screen with you, so I'm hoping you can see that, but I don't know if you can see that yet or not through the bridge.
So you sent me the link on my Gmail account?
No, man, the very bridge that we're talking on.
Okay, I just saw something weird happen right in front of me. We had about 4 cars pass the lead. Oh, they're back to green.
Okay.
You know, maybe he doesn't. Maybe Robin Bank, that 90 car, doesn't feel any real urgency, but he had 2 cars bypassed him.
Probably didn't notice the green, just got caught out.
Maybe not. Maybe so. I mean,
Yeah, we're back to green flags, so...
Why risk the car?
well, you're not necessarily risking a car, but if cars are passing you, what if they make a mistake? The Postman car is here on pit road and right in front of me. Caught a glimpse of them. They were out for a considerable amount of time. That's our Saturn. So you sent me the Ring Central invite.
Yeah.
All right, let me open up my Gmail and see if I can find that.
Yeah, thanks, Dan, for... I'm not sure what you're trying to point out there, but that 1 hour 19 minute, 1 hour 18 minute, that is accurate. So you're good. So we have one of the pit marshals walking over, putting a visor down on one of the competitors. Again, everybody's tired, and that's probably the most common mistake that we make is forgetting to put the visors down during fueling. go back outside into the, go back on track with the team.
I had the mic in my pocket.
Simon Says Racing. It's no problem, Bill. We're keeping an eye on you.
Just happy to see us,
Doc. Simon Says up to 4th right now. Our Bank Racing leading the way up 6 laps over Bimmerline. Here's our only remaining D-class competitor in that Camaro.
Yeah, he just came out on the track, I want to say an hour and a half ago. And Bill and I had touched on this. You know, if you want to say you finished this race, if you sat back in the garage, maybe you pretended you were working on the car. And I'm just speculating. Maybe they were back there legitimately working on the car, but so Bill's hitting on the lady. Yeah. Do this.
Doing a tire change too.
Simon Says up to full speed now. These guys have definitely maximized their situation, which started out with potential to win this race. But they fell back so many laps early on. It's just impossible to overcome the deficit. But they have clawed their way back up, fought their way back up into 4th spot now.
Yeah, I'm waiting to update to see what the margin is between the Hong North Grumpy Butt Toyota Supra.
Well, it will be an effort of epic proportions if they make it onto the podium, and it's very possible that they're going to find 3rd spot.
Look, I know that Hong North team. I know Peter. They might have, I don't know who their fastest drivers. I think they're all fast. At least every time they've been past me, they've been going fast. So I just had my screen go green on our 11th place car. That's the 199 Boom House Surprise. That is Bill Riley's car. Just set their fastest lap of the race. And it just updated. It was a 2:18 something.
All right, Doc, I'm going to step away for just a second. I'll be right back.
All righty.
Let me see. I'll leave you with Bill. That's what you wanted to hear.
Yeah, I've hardly spent any time with you.
All right.
So we're down here with Mo Smith. They actually did a tire change, and now they're checking oil and fluids. Last pit stop of the day. Had to change a tire?
Yeah, those were on since midnight.
It's been wrong since midnight?
Since midnight, yeah. We just put them on. It's been through the rain. There was like no wear, so we just decided to change them now because we're looking at rain, but we're not sure.
All right, good luck, man.
Thanks.
Okay. We out there, Paul?
you still me?
All right, folks. So looks like Bill's climbing the tower here.
Bill was just asking if we were still on him. I don't know if you were on.
Yeah, we're still on him, but I gotta cycle my audio thing. It's getting kind of wacky, so I'll be right back. Hang on here. Okay, sorry about that, folks. A little bit of a technical glitch here. Doc, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. There's a lot of noise. I think that was Bill's mic.
Okay.
So here we are. If you think your microphone gets wanky, you ought to be inside my head right now. So I asked, and this is totally understandable.
Yeah.
I asked teams that are watching us in their pits, maybe back in their trailer or something like that, to make a small comment. Not a single team did. So these guys are exhausted. They don't have to reply to my dumb butt. They probably listened enough to me. It's like, no, I'm not going to give him that pleasure or that. So one of the guys that did comment, I don't know when it was, but Clark Wagner, he's been on like a, I don't know, 3-month vacation or something, traveling in a boat. Mostly in the Midwest and the East, and he started out at the Watkins Glen race. And then I think he briefly touched up in the Midwest up north, and he's worked his way down. I believe he's North Georgia right now. Probably scoping out Atlanta Motorsports Park. I haven't looked at the entry list. I'll do it. I'm sure that both of the Jackie X cars will be there. But yeah, Clark's one of the drivers of that car, along with Philippe and everything. And I saw Philippe's name pop up earlier. So thanks for joining us, Clark. And so another person on my, I may have to give this guy some grief here, Larry Fishhog Frank. I don't know Larry, I don't believe, or he said, we have the race up on the projector with a couple of Bloody Marys. Nice. Thanks. So the other person that commented, again, I don't know when it was, is one of my teammates, Jason Smith. I'll give you a brief story. You're always asking how you can get involved. So one day I'm trolling the forum like old people do, the ChumpCar forum. And we had maybe a year earlier, it was a long time between our first and our second race. Our first race was Sebring. I don't own a big dually pickup truck that's capable of towing a 24-foot trailer with a race car in it and every possible tool I owned at the time, which actually wasn't that many. So anyway, I rented a big dually pickup truck. I probably over-rented it. It didn't even know a trailer was back there. You know, the only time I could tell we had problems with the trailer was when a car would pass us and the passenger would look up with me with these saucer plate eyes. And I check back and it's like, oh crap, we blew it. Smoke's billowing off the trailer tires. But anyway, so I hop on the forum 9 months later, 8 months later or something. And there's this Jason guy, and I don't know who, I don't know who met who or who introduced themselves, but maybe I posted, it's like, hey, we're looking, I certainly didn't have money to go out and buy a nice truck, tow us around, and my bill from Enterprise was ridiculous. Now, granted, I'd rented probably more truck than I needed. But anyway, Jason's like, Jason, I'd seen his name, and I kind of knew he was a rental driver. And he says, and again, this is a long time ago, and my brain's fried. He says, I'll tow your trailer. And he says, I'll do it in exchange for seat time in your car. And it's like, sold.
Yeah.
So Jason's a great guy. He's been an awesome teammate, and part of the things, he's never batted an eye to it. He lives up in I can't can't remember the name of the dang town. But anyway, it's a not a huge distance from where the car is. He will go by in his truck, pick up the car, take it to the place we're going to work on it, work on the car all day, and then tow the trailer back, park it, and everything. So he's been a phenomenal find. He's our fastest driver as well, because we're a bunch of idiots. Always got a smile on his face. I kind of want to give a shout out his wife Kelly, who is a sweetheart. Jason has two of the cutest kids ever, and they got Brew Crew t-shirts. I don't even have a Brew Crew t-shirt. Okay, so his wife Kelly is very handy. She does kids parties and crafts and that sort of thing. She made us some awesome Brew Crew coffee cups out of Starbucks cups. Cool. They got our name and they got the BMW logo. But anyway, they just had a recent health scare. Oh. And thank God, Kelly went in, had a biopsy, and the results just came back in, and the results were clear, negative.
Oh, cool.
So that's, I'm going to get old. Yeah, I better shut up before I start crying.
Well, that's
so anyway, good. I'm going to finish my story. I'll hold it together here. So I talked to Jason, and he related this story, and this is maybe, only a couple of days ago. And he said, look, he said, we got a fairly high deductible, and it's kind of hurt me. And he said, we got a payment plan, but that biopsy was many thousands of dollars. And it's like, hey, dude, no problem. Take care of your family. That's the most important thing in life.
Yep.
So anyway, Jason says, so look, I'm going to have to cut back on my racing. And it's like, dude, it's totally understandable. Duh. And he said, but hey, I want to let you know I'm not using the truck, so y'all take it any place you need to go.
How about that?
Man, that's pretty awesome.
It sure is. Well, and that's just and that kind of goes back to the thing that I found out when I was just a boy, going to the racetracks with my dad, finding out what the camaraderie was like amongst the racers and the teams, and develop some fast
race you hard on
friendships.
the track, and if you need a part, they're going to be the first team to give it to you.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. I really learned a lot about people back in those days, and it's been an interesting experience that I never would have gotten if I hadn't been a part of motorsports.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's really cool. Yeah, one of the things that was so interesting is not unlike ChumpCar, where you develop these friendships, kind of like family type friendships, and you live so far apart, you don't meet one another apart from being at the races, but because you all go to these races, you keep seeing each other, and you get to spend more time with each other, and so it's kind of a long distance relationship, but you always end up at the racetracks again, and then so it's really cool. Really cool. There's relationships that my parents have had from even back in those 70s and 80s when they were racing. Those relationships stayed intact, and even to this day. So it's pretty cool. There's people out there that remember me from when I was a little rugrat running around the paddock with my dad, and so yeah, it is pretty cool.
And you'll forever be John's son to them.
Exactly. Yeah, John's boy, yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember him, yeah.
I remembered your dad's name. That's impressive. I can't even remember for certainty what my name is.
Well, speaking of names, I'm going to say it's Travis Preby has put out another request here from Atlanta Motorsports Park. We're going to be there in October, around the Halloween time frame, right, Doc?
Yes, sir. It's a beautiful track. It's a beautiful time of year. It's near Halloween. Last year, we had, I know ChumpCar themselves built one. I don't know where the other two showed up because people do crazy things around us. But we had a pumpkin chunkin contest with trebuchets.
Yep. And
oh, the other thing cool that we did is on. I don't know. I can't remember. It was Friday. I know it's Saturday night. That's a double race. This year it's going to be the Eastern Championship. We had trick or treating for the kids of Dawsonville. So everybody parked their car, and I think every car participated. We all opened up our trunks. People decorated their cars, and the kids came down with the cars parked out on the pit row and did trick or treating.
Well, here's the thing. That's going to be an awesome race, but we have a need. We have a need for that race. We haven't. Travis has contacted us to say, hey, we are looking for additional corner workers for that October race. And if you don't know this, we need to have enough corner workers to put the race on. We have to have those corners covered.
Absolutely.
And so he is asking us on the broadcast here, in order to please put the word out that they need corner workers out there. If you are interested in any way of working that race for us, you can contact Travis at 100mphlunch.com. So that's 100mphlunch.com to get involved. We could really use your help out there.
And if you haven't entered that race yet, and there's surprisingly very few teams that have, maybe they're waiting to see if they qualify for the championship. That field is going to be capped, I believe, at 50 cars.
Okay.
And I guarantee you it will sell out.
Doc, are you getting this message from Bill?
Oh, God, I'm sorry. I'm writing down my little
No,
crypt.
you're good. I just want you to see it before you leave the tower.
I don't even know where my phone is.
Okay, it's.
Hang on.
I'll just tell you. He's asking.
DSLR down after the race.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I could bring it down to your. Wait, I know where it was. Where is it now, Bill? It was right to my right near my mouse. Knowing Bill, there's a well-detailed list of where it is. It's probably marked which direction the lens goes.
And we got a winner for our $200 in racer credits going to Paul Hirsch. We have a lot of Pauls today, a lot of Pauls this weekend. We are a new team. First planned race is at PIRC. Hopefully I am the first caller. Yeah. So cool. Yeah, I'll get you connected with Andrea, Bill, or excuse me. I'll get you connected with Andrea, Paul, and we'll get that hooked up for you. He was a little confused. He thought I was Bill, and then I got confused and thought I was Bill too.
I don't even know who I am.
Oh man.
So you're welcome. Travis, thanks for the thank you.
Yeah.
I can't read back very far on my MacBook Pro to see who else has commented. But we've had 26 shares. That's the biggest number I've seen.
Yeah, that's great.
Rodney Earwood, Paul Cruz, who's out there, and 81 others like this thing. So either they're lying to us, they're lying to themselves. Okay, so Tiffany with the Birmingham teams, she says if you can get on a computer, you can go to the ChumpCar website and then scroll down to the race monitor link. So I guess that's a comment. Somebody was like, how are you looking at this running order?
Well, I think somebody wanted to know where Wynham and Dynam was, and I'm looking. I don't.
Oh, gotcha.
Are they in this race?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have the alphabetical list in front of me, but
I do. Hang on.
I was looking. I don't know why, but I'm not. It's because I've got 100 names in front of me. I'm not seeing the running where they are in the running order, but
Winem and Dynam Racing. That's the 94 BMW 325, car number 691. And they are pitted in pit stall 6.
So we'll find them for you, but yeah, you can check out race-monitor.com, or you can go to racehero.io and keep track of your favorite teams. But I've looked through the running order a couple times and my eyes aren't landing on them. So speaking of running order, let's go over that. Stick with us just a second here, folks. Station break. Be right back.
You are watching the ChumpCar World Series broadcast, ChumpCast Live.
All right, business done. ChumpCar Lifeline 24-hour classic at VIR, presented by Lifeline Fire and Safety Systems, champions of safety. You can go to their website at lifeline-fire.com to take a look at all the great products they offer, and we sure appreciate them for sponsoring this race for us this weekend. You can see Arbank Racing leading the way in this race with just under 1 hour remaining in this 24-hour race. Bimmerline in second, Hong North Grumpy Butt in third, Simon Says in fourth, KNS Brakes in fifth, Foxy Tires in sixth, SRI Racing, the number 67 car, in seventh, Team Troxel in eighth. In ninth spot, it's Arbank Racing in the number 195 car, and in P10, it's Bad Brains Racing. Then it's Embros, then Huggins Racing, Pinky's Out in 12th, Boom Pow Surprise in 13th, RVA Graphics in 14th. Then it's Revere Motorsports, Everything Incredible, Red Rooster in 17th, Schumacher Taxi, Motorsport PB, and BBY in 20th, RRT Racing, the number 218 in 21st. Looks like we've just gone yellow.
Are you doing a full field rundown? Do you know how many cars are out there, Paul?
Hey, I've lost track. I don't know. Speed Concepts in 22nd.
I looked, and I can wander over there and see how many cars are still circulating. I found Winem and Dynam Racing. They are in 28th place with 420 laps completed.
Cool.
I don't know. I do not have Race Hero open, so I
do.
can see if they're circulating.
Yeah, they're not circulating right now. So they may be in the pits for their final pit stop. We're not sure.
I don't have any brain cells circulating either.
But check this out. Arbank Racing, 481 laps turned with that Saab. 481 laps. So they're going to get close to 500 laps here this weekend with that car.
I can't do that much math. How many miles is that? At one point, I think it was like 1,100 miles.
Well, yeah.
Calculator.
Get the calculator running here. So it's 3.27 times 500. That would be 1,635 miles. That's just stupid, man. It's just so stupid.
Why would you do this to yourself?
I don't know. What are we thinking? Let's go home. Let's shut it down. Let's forget it.
Oh, no way. I've stuck with it this far. I'm making it to the end. I got 50 minutes to go, 49, somewhere right in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got 53 on my clock. Then we're going to do impound, and then we're going to do the award ceremony. So stick with us, folks. We're under full course caution right now, but they'll get things sorted out. They don't do any hot pulls out here, so they're probably just towing one of the cars off the track real quick. But here's a message from our race sponsor.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Sure.
And keep in mind, I have no earthly idea what I'm looking at. But it says ChumpCar World Series is live now, and I saw the AMP request. It shows published by XSplit 3 hours. Is that coming up close to where we're going to get broken off?
Are we talking about the Facebook feed?
Yeah, the Facebook feed. I'm sorry.
I think it's 240 minutes. I think it's 4 hours is what we get.
Well, then maybe while we're under a full course yellow, we want to refresh that so we make sure we stay through the award ceremony. I don't know.
We should probably do that. I hate to drop all these people because, you know, the thousands of people that are watching us on Facebook right now.
The multitudes.
Yeah. But yeah, we're under
I
yellow.
hate to break it, but we're going to have to break it anyway. Well, we've just gone back to green.
All right.
I'm just trying to find anything to talk about.
No, that's good. We could talk about Rice Krispie treats and donuts too, because I was going to get some donuts this morning, but it didn't work out.
I need to seriously get something to eat here pretty soon. I have drank way too much coffee.
I've got some energy bars here.
That's not going to do me a lot of good, Paul.
Oh, well, it's oats and honey though.
Well, no, I mean it does a body good. I'd shut up before I say something dumb. Don't like that to happen. That ship, my friend, has sailed.
Oh man. All right, so we're back to green.
I'm tired, Paul.
I'm sorry, buddy.
No, I feel great, and I don't want to go to sleep because I don't sleep very well anymore anyway. So I'm just going to be thinking about, oh man, I wonder if these guys pulled this off. I wonder if my buddies at Hugh Jass pulled off the A Series win. So because I might be able to count on those guys for a beer, you know what I'm saying, after the race is over. They were kind enough once, total stranger. We sat there and talked for, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes about the, all I heard was a bunch of sim racers going to come up and talk. And I look at this guy, he looks familiar. Everybody sort of knows us. You know, I get people waving to you, it's like, hey, Doc. And it's like, man, it took me a little while to put Paul together when he said, hey, Doc, good to see you in person. And it's like, okay, I know I told somebody I look forward to meeting you. I know he's racing with a very good team. Turns out it's Robbins.
Yeah, this is a look at our. If you haven't seen this shot before, this is a look at the oak tree. We've got a camera
poised to interject something really quick here, Paul.
Please do.
The Simon Says racing car is 2.383 seconds behind Hong North Grumpy Butt.
It's coming.
I'm going to see if I can actually see it happen. Who knows? And maybe I get lucky. Okay, there goes the Hong North car by me.
Okay.
Who am I looking for? Oh,
they just did it. They passed him. It just happened.
Okay, they did. I looked up just in time to see a couple of cars, didn't catch the numbers. We knew it was going to be close. So that puts Simon Says on the podium.
I missed it. I could have been on that car. I didn't realize they were that close.
I'm sorry, and I'm the one that interrupted you. You might have been going.
It would have been random. I just happened to be on the wrong camera angle, but they just passed him. Whether they realized it or not, they've put that car on the podium now. I realize it's yellow up above, but actually we are green right now. So you can ignore that.
I mean, at one point, what were they in? 64th or something like that?
Yeah, we're down in, I've been telling people 67. I think that's where they were, but they were way down there. I mean, that's crazy.
That's ridiculous. How can you be that consistent with so many things that can go wrong? Pull off 3 wins in a row. The year before that, 16, 15, 14, in 2013, they finished 22nd, an off year, a terrible result, because the previous year they had won the race.
They are right behind our bank racing.
Oh, yeah, I did see the Robin Banks car out there.
And it looked like he was gathering him up going into Oak Tree. I'm showing we're going back to full course caution.
I'm going to take a real quick break.
Okay.
Stretch my legs, try and wake up some.
All right.
Yes, sir. It's just
so yeah, these guys are looking great today. Here's your current running order as things stand, folks. Our Bank Racing, Bimmerline, Simon Says now makes it into 3rd. Hong North, then Foxy Tires, SRI Racing, Team Troxel, Our Banks Racing, K&S Brakes, and Bad Brains Racing in 10th.
You are watching the ChumpCar World Series broadcast, ChumpCast Live.
Back at the ChumpCar Lifeline 24-hour classic here at VIR. Presented by Lifeline Fire and Safety Systems, champions of safety. Paul Veltum, your host, along with Doc Waldrop and Bill Strong. We're going to see you through to the conclusion of this 24-hour race. And we'll get a chance to talk to the finishers if our signal's good down in the pits. It's been a little bit spotty. But Bill's going to be down there, and he'll talk to the race winners, the top 5 teams that will be in impound. And then we'll have a little bit of a lull there as teams make it into the pavilion area. We'll do a award ceremony, get everybody their trophies, and it'll be fantastic. So you can stick with us for that as well. We've got a lot of people watching us, believe it or not, from all over the world. They're watching this race. We've had people chime in from Costa Rica to England to Greece to Alaska. Some places I would like to be right now rather than sitting here. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, the reach that you can have. And it's all come down to the last 45 minutes of this race. So much work, time, and effort, investment has gone into this weekend for so many of these teams. And for teams like BBY here, it's really paid off. They've been out here turning laps all race long in this former Spec Miata race car, just put together for this race a week ago. Heading up into the roller coaster section here, we'll ride along with these guys. Take a lap around Virginia International Raceway. We're running the full course here. Just about ready to begin the first lap as he comes through this section of the track called Hog Pen through 17A, and now he's onto the front straightaway, rolling up through the gears. There you can see the pits off to the right. You'll see a flag stand as he goes through the first kink here, just to the right. There it is. And now setting up for turn 1. Here you can see turn 1 just off. Get a different image up here. There we have it. Turn 1. Rolling up through turn 2, 3, and 4. Very fast, so here comes NASCAR. It's left hook there. Then 5 and 6. This will take him through this section here, up through the snake. Very fast section of the racetrack. All important to get this right because this takes you under the bridge and up into the famed climbing S's. The very fast section up to South Bend, which is turn 10. Climbing through the S's, left, right, left, right. You'll see the lodge appear off to the left here. And here comes South Bend. He'll brake and turn and head down the hill to Oak Tree. He's up in this section back here. You see it's a double turn to 12 where he'll turn around. There's 11. And there's 12. That takes him onto the back stretch here. This is a 4,000-foot ascent up to the back straight, up to roller coaster. Climbing up through the gears, checking gauges, checking mirrors. This is a good time to take a drink of that water. He'll crest a hill here and he'll go back down just a dip and then back up to the roller coaster. One of the highest points on the racetrack here. This section right here. It's a left and a right. Downshifting, downshifting. And now begins the steady plunge, 120-foot drop through roller coaster, heading down towards Hogpen. Very fun section through here. Lands in Hogpen here. Actually used to be a Hogpen. Through 17A and back onto the front straightaway again, and that is a complete lap here at Virginia International Raceway called VIR. It's 3.27 miles in length, 130 feet in elevation change, about 22 turns if you count all the A corners. Back on board with Simon Says Racing as he works his way through the climbing S's. Folks, we are just about 40 minutes away from the finish of this race. Stick with us.
God, that we're only 40 minutes from the end.
Yeah. Got an alert that our YouTube channel is offline again, so we'll check that.
So do we get a chance to, I know you're busy, Paul, running this whole rodeo. Did we refresh Facebook?
No, not yet.
Okay. All right. We got 40 minutes. Plenty of time.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, Paula, for the heads up on the Facebook issue, or the YouTube issue. I'm not sure what... So stick with us, folks, just a minute as we work through some technical issues. Yeah, there's something definitely strange going on with those connections that we have there. It's pretty crazy what we do with the technology that we have and such a limited budget. You know, a lot of the equipment that we use is our own personal computers.